There's move this water out of the way, but there's the setup with the iPad with the mount. It's basically just a spring-loaded mount, which is really nice. You just kind of push down on here and it comes right out. That's the brand name of what it is. So you just go ahead and drop it right down in here, push down, and it clips right in. And it's, bounces around a little bit when you're moving around, but for the most part, it's pretty stable, and you get all the adjustments here. Like I said, here's another view of the holder for the phone that I hooked in there, in case you're interested in that. And my cup holders still work, so I got that pretty much ready to go for the season. Did a little cleaning in the truck. So far, I love it. It's been great. Next up, I'm gonna have a video on this, I believe. I just bought a new jack, which I got a recommendation from Nathan from Nathan's DIY channel. He's basically an auto mechanic that does his own stuff. But he told me about this jack. I guess he's tried a ton of different jacks. And this one, he mentions is $139 at Harbor Freight Tools. We have a local store here, about 25-30 minutes away, that I went to. And they had it, and it said $139. When I went and rang it out for $99, which was even better. A couple of main reasons I like it. It has this quick, I know a lot of jacks have similar features, but it has this quick raise deal here with your foot to get it up to where you need to be, and then you use your handle to go ahead and crank it from there. And it's also got this knob, which is really nice. Rather than the pull that your hands are slippery and you're trying to undo it, this has good notches on it to hold and to go ahead and lower it like that. But one of the main features I liked about it, I like the T-handle as well to be able to move it, but Walker mowers, a lot of the things that you need to do, changing some of the fluids, you need to jack it up. Even just for the oil change, to be able to fit a decent sized drain bucket under there, you need to jack it up. And I have yet to find a jack that fits underneath the frame of the Walker mowers because they're so low. This one fits no problem, with probably an inch to spare. And there you go, no problem. Be able to jack it right up and get to doing what I need to do. I've got a bunch of things I need to do to this. I've restored this a couple of times now. Put a new engine in it. I've put all kinds of parts through the years. I've had the same mower for, 7, 8 years. The deck, I've already redone all the baffles and re-welded. I did that last season. I've repainted it twice. It's probably about ready for another repaint. I might just do a touch-up this year. It's not too bad. Put a new seat on it last season. Right now the choke cable is busted, so I just picked up a new choke cable, which I have here. Right there, I picked that up. I'm going to install that. My blower I have replaced now on my third one. This time though, I'm just going to replace, I bought this, just going to replace the impeller itself. The housing has worn through a little bit, but what you do is you go ahead and weld a strip of metal around the outer edges. I'll show this in a future video, and it really strengthens it up and tightens it up so it doesn't wear through the sides of the metal. I'm sure you guys, if you have walkers, you know what I'm talking about. It makes like a little ring around the whole blower housing in one spot. I think it's actually across from where this little notch is on the inside of the housing. I don't know why it's like that, but so I strengthened that all up, and the blower housing and the bearing and everything is in good shape. It's just pretty worn. So I'm going to pull it apart and replace just this, just the impeller this time. I've done this before on a previous walker. It's pressed on and whatnot. It's a little bit of a pain in the butt, but that blower wheel is only $97 as opposed to $380 or whatever it is for the whole blower. So I've got that I need to do. Last season I put the no flat tires on there with all new bearings, so that's all in good shape. And this year the prop rod for the bagger, I need to replace that. That's a pain in the neck when it goes. Anytime you're lifted up and you're trying to get under there to check the oil or to fuel it up or whatever, a gust of wind, especially if you're on a little bit of a hill, it'll blow and the Walker bagger will come crashing down and try to decapitate you. So that's something that I definitely want to keep up on and make sure it has that, you know, the rod that helps keep it up. That's extra pressure. And I also picked up, finally, I've had this mower for 7 years and I've never replaced it. But the screen inside the catcher, it was only 60 bucks. What happens is they rust out and they fatigue and break apart. Mine's beyond, should have been repaired probably 2 years ago. It's gotten to the point now where it's like shooting chunks of, you know, of leaves and stuff out this back. Of course, I've got all this in the middle here. Stuff on the floor, but see if we can get an idea of what I've done with this. Okay, yeah, so as you can tell, the whole back of it's gone. We've got this, you know, mechanic wire just kind of holding it in right now, and basically things just blow right through it and hit you in the back of the neck. So that's something that I have been long overdue for, and I have that. So that's another bonus for the walker. So this walker is a 1997, I believe it is. That's how old it is. It's got at least 6,000, 7,000 hours on it now. This is the second motor that I know of. I put a complete engine in it 1, 2, 3, 4 seasons ago. It has probably 400 hours on this motor. I only mow 1 or 2 days a week with it. It's great. I did the break-in period. Then I put the synthetic Mobil 1 oil in since. It does not use any oil, it does not leak, it does not burn. The motor has been absolutely perfect. So that's a good thing there. I did upgrade it to these, you know, low profile tires. You know, the 97 walkers came with more bubbly, smaller wheel tires. So I did upgrade that, and you can tell by the older style handles. The new ones have these, they're way more narrow. And well, the new ones are even different, but I'm talking about the 98 or 99 up. They changed those handles. That's a dead giveaway. And this did come with the 7 bushel grass catcher, and I got this one used. It's a little repair I need to do on that as well. But I just got this used the end of last season, and that's going to be a big savings. This is, I believe it's a 9.5. The regular one is a 7, so I can get 2.5 bushels more of grass, leaves, whatever it is that I'm sucking up with the walker in one shot. So been really busy kind of getting things going. I got a lot more stuff to do. I'm gonna have a lot more videos throughout the process of, you know, different repairs and whatnot, tips and tricks that I've learned through the years that might help you out. Also picked up a nice new shop vac. Funny story, I picked this up. Don't know if any of you have noticed this before, probably not. But I brought it up to the counter, and it says 16 gallon, 6.5 peak horsepower, and then it's got that little T, which means there's a legend on the back that means something else, and, you know, the same thing with a 16 gallon. Well, I put it up on the counter, and the box was turned, and it was on this side. And what does it say there? 16 gallon, 3 peak horsepower with that same legend. I was like, wait a minute, is this a 3 peak horsepower or is it a 6.5? Right on the side of the box, same thing, right? 16 gallon, 6.5 horsepower. Over here, 16 gallon, 3 peak horsepower. So everybody, the 3 employees in the Sears that I went to came over, looked at it, and they're like, oh, it's because it's one's peak and one's, oh, no, the other one's peak too. So some type of mistake, obviously, when they printed the boxes, but yeah, so if you happen to be in Sears anywhere around, take a look at that. See if it's just in my area, or maybe there was a certain run of these vacuums that they had the wrong one, or what it was. But thought that was quite an interesting mistake of Sears on Sears's part. So, but that's about it for this video. Like I said, I'll have another one with a new update with some more stuff. I'm going to get the lettering going on the pickup in the enclosed trailer. Plenty to do there. Pretty much going to go similar to what's on my dump truck over here. The 3-color setup with the light green, the dark green, and the brown. Don't know if you can really tell it or not, but I'll like everything to match. So threw a new coat of paint on the front of the blade, yeah. And then this door as well here. Got it kind of a 3-color deal. I also stuck the website address up on top. and tailgate, which the back of this dump truck needs a little work too. Just got that on the white, which I think stands out pretty good with a lot of the services that I do and have. Got a nice pile of sticks and brush in there right now. But yeah, I'm gonna have some more videos on this truck as well. It's been a great truck so far. So yeah, that's about it. I'll talk to you next time. Thank you.